You guys are going to be seeing my Live Me page right here. So nothing bad is going to be shown since I'm not going to be doing even if I was doing the one where I would click on a stream key for OBS Studios, you would not be able to use it because the stream key only works only a one-time key. So let's just get my Bluetooth turned back on. Let me make sure I have my Bluetooth off in my main phone. And then you guys are seeing everything I'm doing, so let's just go stop right now. So I'm going to go to my main Bluetooth page because it's easier to do this. And let's get my controller connected to my phone. And let's make sure it's going to connect to my phone real fast. I've got both my controllers connected to my phone, so I don't know which one it's going to try and connect to. I got to try and connect both controllers at the exact same time. Let's try and get it back into pairing mode real fast, see if I can reconnect it. I've got it in pairing mode, so let's just see if it'll connect, guys. Let's just try and connect it to my controller to see which one it's going to connect to. I'm missing one controller on my screen so far, so let's make sure it's the one down here, guys. Let's just see if it'll work, guys. I'm trying to make sure it'll connect to my phone before I get my Live Me broadcast started, so I have to hit OK. So, okay, it's connected, guys. I'm just going to delete the other. No, I'll keep it connected, guys. So, if this doesn't work, I will have to then plug in my DeX. And I won't have enough chargers unless I plug in my DeX. So let's just see if this will work, guys. So, in most cases, once I start up my Live Me cast, it disconnects my wireless display from my phone. So let's just see if I can go to phone, and I'll just do other and play, and I'll just put playing Nintendo 64 games. I just have to change that to a capital N, and 64 needs to be not the word 64, but the numbers 64. Now let's just go back and hit go live. So you guys, once I hit go live and hit share my screen, it automatically disconnects my screen, guys. So I'm going to go plug in my DeX real fast. Give me a quick minute, guys. I'm going to go have to go connect my DeX real fast, and let me just grab my DeX and connect that real fast because I don't want to get my stream suspended. So let's just go put here. So okay, it'll sit good on my phone. Let's just put this here, guys. So I gotta go plug in my phone to my DeX real fast. That way I can do this. So let's just go put this in my DeX. Sorry guys, let me just plug this into my DeX real fast and get this connected. It's kind of hard to figure out how I plug into my DeX, guys. I don't know where the charger track is. Alright guys. Okay, I finally got it plugged into my DeX. Now let's just put this on the back so it doesn't. That's my DeX. One quick minute, guys. The reason why I'm switching to my DeX mode, let me go back to my HDMI channel, guys. So I'll tell you why I'm going to my DeX. Because why is my HDMI? Oh, that's right, guys. I have to go plug in my power jack, guys. Let me go plug in my power adapter, guys. Let me go grab my phone charger, guys, so I can get my DeX. And guys, the reason why, I'll tell you in a minute, why I'm switching to my DeX when I get my game started. So let me just, thanks for doing it, guys. Let me just get my power cord working so you guys can see it on my TV screen. And let me go get my emulation started, guys. Is my DeX gonna work? Guys, tell me my DeX is gonna connect. Give me 1 minute, guys. I'm trying to reconnect my Samsung DeX, but I don't want to do DeX mode. I just want to do mirroring mode. How do I switch to mirroring? I just want to switch to screen mirroring mode, no DeX. No DeX mode. HDMI is connect now. Let's just go to my game. Let's just go to my game and restart up my game, Battle Tanks. Let's just go to settings, controller, multiplayer, on Mac. Let's reconnect So this one now is connected to my good control, so now let's just go back, start. Okay guys, so the reason why, let me fix my sound to make it. The reason why I switched to my DeX is because every time that I connect my phone through Murraycast Display Finder, then I start up a game broadcast on my phone, it automatically disconnects from DeX. It automatically disconnects from Murraycast Screen Share. Then once I reconnect it to Murraycast Screen Share, it ends my broadcast. So let me try and figure out why I'm not getting sound. Give me 1 minute, guys. Guys, this is amazing, guys. I'm actually getting sound output of my TV. Normally when you're using DeX, you don't get your sound output through the HDMI, but I am. Let me just make sure my comments are open. Let me just open up my live comments, guys. I need to open up my comments on live so I can see them on my screen. Okay, guys, let me just make sure my comments are open, guys. Comments should be open now, guys. Thanks for joining. Okay, guys. My comments are now opened up on live, and now you guys can see in the corner my live me comments. I did this small screen, but now the reason why I'm using my Galaxy Note 8 to do this is because when I'm doing this using my controller, when I'm doing this using my Galaxy Note 10, I can't use my controller wirelessly. So I'm just gonna go one player and start a campaign mode. So when this is loading, after I pick my teams, or I just gonna do this. So I'm gonna go to the restroom while this loads, guys. And guys, this is Battle Tanks Global Assault, the one I actually had on N64. I never had the original version. I just had the Global Assault version. Since long story short, I used to have Army Tanks Soldiers Heroes 2. Not Battle Tanks Global Assault. My friend borrowed my Global Assault game and he moved before I got it back, so I'm gonna go to the restroom, guys. Watch this, I'll be right back. Thanks for joining, guys. Let me just go to my, let me just check my comments, my full comments real fast and see if anyone joins that I know of, guys. Give me 1 minute, guys. If you're joining, guys, thanks for joining. No one, thanks for joining Snow Kitten. Never seen to follow you, Snow Kitten. I do follow you, Snow Kitten. I will definitely text you after my cast. Let me just do the simple unfollow, refollow so I can follow you back. I'm trying to follow you back, Snow Kitten. Why wouldn't let me follow you back? I don't get that. Let's play some Battle Tanks Mobile Assault. Haven't played this game since back on N64, guys. And I'm surprised my sound's working through my TV. And guys, this is only on volume 9 and it sounds beefy. Let me just turn my volume down some, guys. This sound is beefy. Let me just take my socks off, guys, because my socks are feeling a little... My feet are itching for some reason. Yep, guys, I've got my... I'm just gonna have this charger real fast. Give me 1 minute, guys. Let me fix my... Let me go take my socks off real fast and let me try and do one thing real fast, guys. Okay, guys. Let me get myself real fast, guys. Okay, guys. Long story short, I did get my Galaxy S7 back from the phone repair place. Long story short, the guy did not do anything to my S7. He took my S7. Wait, do I have another? Give me 1 more minute, guys. Give me 1 more quick minute, guys. Let me go look at my foot real fast and see what's happening. So I got my S7 back, but the guy said when he took my S7, he'd be fixing it and blew up my back screen. That's the story I'm sticking with. But he said he would fix it for free. I came in there yesterday. It wasn't at his location. It was at the main place where he fixes it, a different off-site location. And he did not do anything to my phone. He analyzed my phone, and do you know what he said? He said the reason the phone is messed up is the backlight and LCD screen died. And I'm like, no shit. I brought the phone in for that exact reasoning. And he said he'll fix it free of charge. Then he tells me yesterday, oh, we haven't done anything to the phone. Here's the problem. It'll be about 120 or $100 to get it fixed. And I'm like, you have my cell phone number and my name on file. You couldn't have used your brain and they couldn't have used their brain and said, oh, let me go call you and say, hey, here's why your phone's damaged. What's up, Mr. President? How you doing tonight? They could have called me and said, here's what's wrong with your cell phone. Do you want us to... yeah, fix my phone for me. But they didn't. They couldn't even do that. Okay, guys, this game's a little weird for the controls, guys. So, I move around with the left joystick. My main shoot button is L2, but my shoot button would be better off being R2, that way I can actually shoot while I'm playing my games. See guys, so this is weird guys. I move around with the left joystick. My main shoot button is either L2 or just pressing down the joystick, pressing down the left joystick. A and B does nothing. So these controls, if it was on the Game Boy or NES, Super NES emulator, I would be able to control and map my own keys to each individual button. But with this one, it automatically maps your keys. So X would be my A, circle would be my B. Those buttons do not give me any control for anything. Those do not work for shooting at all. Those do not even, so A doesn't even do anything. So X and circle do nothing. My only way to shoot is either pushing down on my joystick or pushing down on my... I can either push down on my joystick or I can use my R2 and then R1 zooms in. What's up, Mayhem? Mayhem, bro? And I always like using the small tanks because they're much easier to maneuver. The small tanks are much... See, I just blew up myself, guys. The small tanks are much easier to maneuver, guys. Oh. I think this might be the rubber always. Yep. Get inside the fucking hole. I almost died, guys. Okay, guys. I think I know why it wasn't working. There's two ways to shoot in this game, so L2 and my press down on my joystick, those control my backup shooters. Then I would use A or B to use my other shooters. To use my grenade shooters. To launch my grenade would be either... Let's just see if A is gonna work, guys. Yep. I figured out that A does launch A does shoot one of my bullets. That's good, guys. And yes, I do know a way to get unlimited ammo, but I don't want to use my unlimited ammo cheat because it probably doesn't. I don't want to be like cheating when I'm streaming. I don't want to use a cheat code when I'm streaming. How you doing, salty doggo? What's up? I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go to kill more enemies, but I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I just hate using these big tanks because they're so massive to drive and hard to drive around. Tip, don't run into gas. Running into gas tanks will in fact kill you. Let me pick up, if there's something in this here, guys. Guys, this game would be a lot easier if R2 would be my shooter for my gun. Because normally on an N64 controller, you move around with the middle joystick, A and B, shoot your main ammo. The C buttons control your weapon switching, and then Z button controls how you switch. Z controls your back shooter. How many enemies do I have to kill to win? I don't know how many enemies I gotta kill to win. Let's try and kill this enemy. Oh, that guy's already dead. Because guys, it's very hard to be using the same hand for moving my tank and for shooting. It's hard to use the same exact control. I just got a flamethrower, guys, but I died. You destroy these guys to get more ammo. And yes, I do know a way to get unlimited ammo, but I don't want to use that. I just got 5 guiding missiles now. Does B? Okay, so B switches between. Watch, guys. Watch how guiding missiles work. Like, guiding missiles, you can like move them around and see where you're actually going, guys. Guiding missiles are pretty sick. You actually can walk around with the missile, and you can like check the map out. You can scope the map out with just a guiding missile. What's up, Strawberry Cow, my duderino? Okay, guys, it's best to use your missiles to kill all the buildings first, because killing the buildings will get you all the ammo you need. All the ammo lies underneath the building, so if you destroy the buildings, you get all the ammo you need. And guys, it's cool if you get 15 to 25 guiding missiles. Then you can actually use the guiding missiles to make a super guiding missile. Let me try and get 25 guiding missiles, and I'll show you what I mean, guys. If I can get 25 guiding missiles, I will definitely show you what I mean, guys. Let me just see if I can. I'm gonna go back down the tube, guys. There's no more guns are popping up. I'm just gonna go back down because the ammos aren't reloading. The ammos aren't reloading like for some reason. So I'm just gonna go down the hole and see if I can find more guys to kill. I'm just gonna go back down the hole and see if there's more guys I can kill down here so I can try and beat the level, guys, because I haven't. I usually only just play multiplayer on N64, and I used to leave my console on for 3 to 5 days at a time. Just keep one on missiles, one on mines, and just like mess around and have fun on multiplayer by myself. I never actually played the campaign. I just messed around on multiplayer to try how I did it back in the days on N64. I didn't really like. And I died again, guys. I know I lost all my ammo, guys. Guys, every time you die, you automatically get 100 tank missiles, which is like your standard ammo. But the other ammo isn't rebooting, so I just gotta go and go down here with what I've got, 100 ammo. It's hard for me to use this ammo because I either have to use my L2 button, or or I have to use just hit the main button for the main joystick down button. That's not on my joystick, I just hit my elbow. You got destroy, kill. So you got. I already killed 15 enemies, but I haven't got. So you guys, I'm back in the opposite side of where I used to be. Because I used to be on that side. Let's go try and get some more ammo, guys. Let's go try and get some more ammo. Let me just destroy these tiny cogs first. Can I just run over them? I can just run over these tiny cogs. No, die. See, guys, I could even go down inside that, but let me just kill these buildings if I can get all the possible ammo, guys. I think I'm supposed to go. Yep. Beat the level, guys. Beat it. What's up? I am actually doing pretty good at this game. I'm probably going to be up here for another hour. I do got to go to bed early because I got to do stuff tomorrow, guys. So I got to get to bed a little earlier. But this is only on my Note 8. Because my Note 10, I can only, if I do use my Note 10, I can only connect my controller through the charger port of my phone, which means I would have to use my charge pad to charge my phone while playing games, and there's no sound whatsoever. No sound through my phone speaker, because once I plug in my controller through my charge port, my audio is supposed to only come out of my PS4 controller's headphones jack, but it doesn't work that way. And this is crazy. This is the very first time I've had my phone connected to my DeX, and I've had sound come out just through the HDMI output jack on my TV. I've never had sound like this, even when I plugged this into my HDMI computer monitor. that has HDMI output. There was nothing. I mean, that has speakers on it. I have no output setting. I remember this level, guys. It's a lot harder, guys. It's me against an entire team. Like, how is that? I'm against entire like 5 to 6 tanks, and I'm like dying. Why am I not moving? Why was I fucking not moving? Oh, I'm gonna go kill myself real fast, guys. I'm gonna go try and kill myself. How do I die, guys? I want to die real fast, guys. Guys, call me crazy, but this time I'm actually trying to die because I want to switch to a smaller tank. I died, guys. Just because I was trying to switch to the small tank, because I like being the small tank. It's faster, it's like way easier to maneuver. I'm always a small tank when I'm always a small tank when I'm always this little small tank. I died a lot faster in the small tank, but then now wait, I can do the small tank again. gotta be careful guys, I'm out of bullets. I gotta be careful, I'm out of bullets. I only have 41 bullets left, so I gotta be very careful not to run out of bullets. I got some turbo, I got some mines, and I got some speed. Mines are pretty cool guys. I love like the mines. I love the mines on here, they're pretty cool. Let's just keep these on my missiles for now. Let's keep these on the missiles for now. And I died, guys. I've got to use the small tank because my big tank's dead, guys, so. I'm gonna stay here for a minute, try and get some more ammo. I'm gonna stay here for you and try and get a few more ammo, guys. I want to try and get a little bit more ammo. I've got no health, guys. I gotta find health. If I don't find health, I'm dead, guys. If I do not find health, I will be dead. Okay, I got some health. I got some health. I'm good. I got full health, guys. I'm good to go. I got full health. And I killed myself. I killed myself, guys. I killed myself like a dumbass. I keep dying, guys. I keep killing myself, guys. What's new? And at one, I'm gonna go lay down a bit, guys. I'm gonna go lay down a bit, guys, because I'm getting kind of tired, guys. I'm still gonna play before, guys. I'm still gonna fucking play for you guys. I'm just gonna fucking lay down. I just gotta take a bit, guys. My back's killing me, guys. My back kills me when I play games for this long, guys. So I gotta like lay my back down. Frick. And it even gave me a password, guys. It even gave like in this game, if you forget to save your game, you can go to passwords and type in a randomly generated password they give you, and go back to exactly where you were if you forgot to save. Like, but who would actually forget to save the game? The reason why I'm talking like this is because like I feel as if I'm like running out of breath or something, so I'm just gonna stop talking for a bit. Okay, guys? Let's stop talking for a bit and try and relax. Hope the volume's loud enough for you guys. This is a hard level to beat since everywhere you turn, there's those little tanks that pop out of the ground and try and kill you. And I'm running out of ammo, guys, so I'm gonna just have to try my best, guys. I gotta get those mines. I have to get the mines first, guys. No, that's right. The mines over here, guys. Let me get some mines. Let me get some grenades, guys. They're not gonna generate that, so I just gotta use what I got. I'm out of ammo, and I only had 8 grenades and 10 missiles, guys. I gotta actually. Okay, guys. I only remember one code for this game, and it's happy. It's just HPPY. So happy without the A. It's an invincibility cheat code, so now I cannot die. People can shoot me, but I will not die. It's an invincibility code. So they can shoot me all they want, but I'm never gonna die. Let's watch how good this code works, guys. I'm never gonna die now. It's cheating, of course, but at least I can beat this level. Just watch what I mean, guys. I'm not gonna die. Watch, guys. I will not die. Look at this, guys. See this, guys? Look, guys. I now cannot die. I wish I remembered the unlimited ammo cheat code, but I don't have a phone I can use, guys. I don't have a phone I can use for that unlimited ammo code. Give me a minute, guys. I'm going to minimize my YouTube broadcast for just a minute so I can look at Battle Tanks Global Assault cheat codes because I gotta get the limited ammo. Give me 1 minute, guys. Let me just look this up super fast. Give me 1 minute, guys. Ps4. Keyboard. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry, it took a lot longer than expected, guys. Also, guys, I could not find the all ammos cheat code, but I did find a lot of other cheat codes. I found a lot of other cheat codes, guys. So let's go back and flip. No, guys, sorry, guys. I did not mean to do this again, guys. Let's go back. Cancel. Why is this not okay? Let's stop pressing the wrong button and go load game. It's not letting me choose my level, guys. I guess we're just gonna go San Francisco Assault. This was the level I was already at, guys, so. You guys, now I have all the weapons unlocked, guys. It's not unlimited, but I've got all the weapons unlocked. Definitely not unlimited, but I got them all unlocked. Let's, let's go invisible, guys. Let's go invisible so I can destroy these guys easier. Let's go invisible. The ultimate guiding missile. I just wasted all of my ammo, but I got the ultimate guiding missile, but I wasted all my ammo just by messing around. Now I've got no more ammo. But look at this ultimate behemoth of a guiding missile. The only weird thing about being invisible, when you're shooting a gun, you start losing your invisibility when you're shooting all weapons. Only bad part is when you're using invisibility, don't shoot unless you know you can still stay alive. Well, guys, I can see another tank. I can see my own tank as that's my reflection of my tank. That's pretty sweet and kind of creepy. Yes, I did cheat to beat the level by using an invincibility and all weapons cheat code. But I beat the level. Could I have beaten it without the cheat codes? Maybe, but we're not gonna know. Now, I got all ammo again. What am I gonna blow off first? So guys, the cool thing about those little battle tanks are if an enemy pops up, they will automatically start shooting an enemy. It only works if it's a ground enemy like a tank that I'm driving. It cannot be used to kill other battle tanks like the ones they are. They only work with moving targets. And if you hit on an actual controller, A, B, and all four C's are just like A and B on here, most weapons have a super version of the weapon. So if you have 30, 25 to 30 of that exact thing, there's a super weapon that works like watch with the grenades. Grenades don't work as a watch if I can try it with a grenade again. Nope. Guys, most of my battle tanks are dead now. I did something and most of my battle tanks are dead now. Most of my battle tanks are not. I'm gonna restart the level, guys. I'm just gonna restart the level, guys. Give me 1 minute, guys. I'm gonna restart the level, guys. Now, guys, now I'm safe. Now, I just hide back here, and all the enemies will be killed by my battle tank army. This would be a fun game to play with just like when we do the stream party, this would be a fun game to actually play the original N64 version on N64. Because we're not going to be playing emulations, we're going to be playing actual hardcore games. So if I can find my two N64 controllers that work, that'd be pretty cool. Watch how this one works, guys. Okay, guys. I'm an idiot, guys. I launched that off, and I killed most of my battle tanks. I just killed most of my battle tanks, guys. But it's whatever, I guess. Watch, guys. When you turn invisible, there's a copy of a tank right in front of you. It's kind of weird. Okay, guys. I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna try something, guys. I'm gonna see if I can go to multiplayer. Okay, guys. I cannot go to multiplayer as of right now, guys. So I'm going to try and connect my other PS4 controller on here to see if I can activate multiplayer mode and pick a level. So I'm gonna go use the restroom and I'm gonna try and connect my other controller to mess around for about 10 to 15 minutes on multiplayer mode. But just for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then I have to go to bed because I've got plans tomorrow that I have to be wide awake for, so. I'm going to try a couple of things first, guys. Let me just try and find a mini USB cable real fast, guys. Okay, guys. I found my secondary PS4 controller. Let me go to the bathroom and I'll be right back, guys. Okay guys, I'm back. I had to temporarily disconnect my PS4 because if I kept my PS4 plugged in, I would have to use my PS4. My PS4. Let's try and get this connected to my phone, guys. Let's see if I can get it connected to my phone. Give me 1 minute, guys. I have to go to my PS4 settings so I can get this on. I need to go to my Bluetooth settings to get this controller connected to my phone with us. So give me a quick second, guys. I gotta get this connected to my phone. What's up, Alfonso? I gotta go see if I follow you. Give me 1 minute. Let me go check and see if I follow you, Alfonso. I'm gonna see if I follow you, Alfonso. Where's the phone? I don't. And I'm not going to because I don't even know you. Okay, guys, I now have it connected to my thing, guys. Let's try and see if I can do multi. Let's see if I can do multiplayer now, guys. Let's try and do multi. Let's just set this to. I want deathmatch. Give me 1 minute, guys. I have to go set up my controller fast. Let me go set this up to my secondary controller, guys. I might have to enter in all the cheat codes again because I'm restarting the game. But let's try and do this, guys. I have to go fix this without this. Let me try and fix this, guys. Let me go back to my emulator and try and fix this, guys. Battle tanks. Settings. Player 2. No, guys. No. Foot. I need to unmap. Unmap. Player 1 is this. Player 2 is this. Now let's do this. Okay, guys. I had to map second player's controller to player 2. Hopefully, I can now do 2 players. The only code I need to enter in is the invincibility code, and I've had that code memorized since I was a kid, so Let's just enter in the invincibility code super fast and see if this will work. Nope. Yes, guys, now I can actually do multiplayer. I just had to connect my PS4 controller and map it to the game just like I did my Player 1 controller. So let's just go to multi. I'm probably going to end the broadcast soon, but I'll have this game going all night and all day collecting ammo when I get home, and I'll stream it when I get home. Let's just go input code and see if this will work. The only thing that sucks about this is that on N64, my controllers would never die. I could have my console running for days on end, collecting ammo for multiplayer mode just to mess around with settings. But it would never die. But on here, my controllers can in fact die. First one's blue, second team's gonna be red. I think I always do Skull Riders. I think Skull Riders is a team I always use. I just go to Skull Riders for both teams. And the level I always play is San Francisco Assault. Is the level I always play. Okay, guys, I won't have unlimited ammo, so I'll have to kill my controllers. I think there's lag on my other player's controller, guys. I think there's lag on my player 2's controller, guys. Yep, there's lag. So I can't use my player 2 controller for that much because there's so much lag on it, guys. But let me get mine. This one's gonna stay on mine. Let me just kill all the stuff before I head. I'm gonna lay a nuke off, guys. That'll destroy almost everything, guys. Let's lay a nuke off. That'll get almost anything gone. Nuke deployed. Okay, guys. Player 1 is just going to be collecting mass amounts of gun buddies. Player 2 is going to start off collecting invisibility and then mines. So I might have to end my broadcast. I might have to end my broadcast on LiveMe. Then I'll end my broadcast on YouTube and just have it going all night. Then all I would have to do is just disconnect the Bluetooth on my phone. That way my controllers don't die. And just turn them back on tomorrow morning. And as long as my phone is on through my decks, my game should not lock and or die. Let's collect invisibility for this guy. Let's collect invisibility for the other tank for now, guys. Hopefully, I'm in the right spot. And yes, guys, cloaking and you have to wait the longest for cloaking and gun buddies. Since cloaking and gun buddies only give you 2 at a time. And you need at least 25 to 30 to be able to launch them off at the same time, to launch off the multi one. And it usually takes a while when you're waiting on top of it to collect them. That's why back on N64 I had my console on for like days. I just started one, left it on, one on gun buddies, one on cloaking for about 3 hours. Then I had it one on, then I put one on cloaking, one on my, what's up baby girl 20, how you doing? I have to go see if I follow you. Let me go see if I follow you real fast, baby girl 20. I gotta get off my bed and see if I follow you. So I just want to see if I know who you are. Sorry if I knocked my tripod over, guys. Let me just want to see if I follow you. How you doing? Yep. I do follow you, so how you doing? I'll text you after my broadcast, baby. Go 20. I'll text you after my cast because you got the shield. Okay, guys. I'm going to go to bed soon. So, okay. Okay, guys. I am going to wait until I get about 10 gun buddies, and I think I'm going to wait until I get about, I want to get at least probably 20 gun buddies, before I switch my Player 1's controllers to, to mine, onto the mines. Because I want to get the most amount of mines. For some reason, my black controller on here causes me lag. So I can't do official 2-player on here because there would be an unfair advantage to my Player 2 having lag on the controller. And I don't know why it does that. That's why if we do play Battle Tanks Global Assault, it'd be on the N64 the way it was meant to be played. So once I get about 20, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Once I get about 20 gun buddies, I'll switch it to mines. And I'm hoping that once I turn off the Bluetooth on my phone, my 2 tanks will be in the exact same spot after I turn off my controllers. By turning off the Bluetooth on my phone. Then I will just check in the morning, change to my HDMI, and basically I'll just have to disconnect the HDMI from my decks and plug it back into my DVR box. Or I'll just use another HDMI cable. I'm going to switch to HDMIs real fast. So after I get about 20 gun buddies, and once I get about 20 gun buddies, I'm going to switch my Player 1's controller over to mines. And since I put in the invincibility cheat, nobody can die. Because back in the days I just did this, both of them were on Skull Riders because they've got the small tanks I enjoy. I just messed around getting gun buddies to destroy the other tanks, and they would automatically, I would basically shoot them off, then I'd basically kill the gun buddies myself with the opposing color's tank because there was no way. It was madness. So I'm hoping that once I turn off the Bluetooth on my phone, it's not going to say no controller connected and make me turn off my emulator because, nope, I can unplug them. I can do that. But here's the weird thing about N64 consoles. If you turn an N64 console on with a game in the console, so if you were to turn on your N64 console, you had a game in the console, but you didn't have a controller plugged into your N64 console, it would say turn off the console, plug in a controller, and turn it back on. You could not load a game on N64. You had to plug your controller into your console first, then start the console. Otherwise, you'd have to turn it off and plug in your console. That's the one weird thing about N64 consoles. So once I get about 10 more gun buddies, I'm going to switch player 1 to mines. Player 2 is going to stay on cloaking. Then I'm going to turn off the Bluetooth on my console. I'll turn off the Bluetooth on my Note 8. If it works and my tanks stay where they are and my game does not end, it does not say must have controllers on, I'll be good to go. Then I'll put my main LiveMe account back on my phone, and I'll probably do an 8-beam while I sleep with everything mute just to get my broadcaster class up, or I'll just go to bed. I don't know. I'm surprised that it hasn't ended my broadcast yet on LiveMe, because yes, I am playing a game, but I'm not engaging in my game while moving my tanks around. This is what I would do back on N64. The cool thing about N64 was they only made wired controllers. There was no wireless N64 controllers. Maybe they make wireless N64 controllers now because it's the future. But back in the days, they made wireless controllers for Nintendo GameCube. And I got one of those controllers. I bought a wireless N64 controller for my friend, but I basically bought it for me. Because my friend had a GameCube, but I would be the one to use it at his house. I basically just bought it for him. Well, I bought it for him as a birthday present, but so I could use it at his house. Which was pretty smart. And I do. Crazy thing is, my original Sega Dreamcast eventually stopped working. I think it was the disk drive that stopped working. But my dad, without me knowing it, I don't know if I was there or not, but he took my Sega Dreamcast console to a game place to either get it fixed or just have them keep it because it didn't work. But without realizing it, we accidentally gave away my main Sega Dreamcast controller and my main Sega Dreamcast VMU, which is a virtual memory unit, which is what they call their memory cards. We accidentally gave that away with the console, not realizing it. So the Sega Dreamcast I have now is not my original console that my uncle bought my dad like back when we lived in our original house. This is one of my ex-friend's consoles. There was a guy, a ex-friend of mine, who lived in the park. He had a Sega Dreamcast, 2 controllers, like 3 different memory cards. I don't know if he had any games for his console that he gave me, but he gave me the console, controllers, and memory cards. It was probably his dad's console, since the kid who I got the console from wasn't old enough at the time old enough to be alive when Sega Dreamcast first came out. I don't think I was even alive when Sega Dreamcast first came out. It probably came out in 80s or 90s, but if I do look it up on Google after I end my live me cast, I'll update you guys just for nostalgia's sake of when the Sega Dreamcast came out. And the N64 console that I have is not my original N64 console because I had my original N64 console sitting on my floor. This was back when I had beanbag chairs. And one of my friends sat down, or ex-friends, sat down on my beanbag chair and accidentally sat on my N64 console, not realizing it. And it got damaged and no longer worked anymore. So my original N64 console I got was brand new in box. The one I have now was a used console I bought at a pawn shop near my house. The pawn shop near my house surprisingly had a huge collection of N64 games, but I did not buy that many games from the pawn shop, and now they're closed. They probably would have had, if I would have known, they probably would have had a going out of business sale and sold their games dirt cheap. I don't know. So, okay guys. I'm gonna go switch my main controller over to mine. Then I'm gonna go get my. Then I'm going to turn off the Bluetooth settings on my control. No, I'm going to end my broadcast on LiveMe first. Once I do end my LiveMe cast, I will come back and turn off my controllers after I end my LiveMe cast. Okay, guys. I'm going to end my LiveMe broadcast. So I'm just going to end my LiveMe cast. Come back. Switch out the HDMI cables. And then I will keep this game running. Hopefully running all night. So let me just let me go switch my HDMI cables real fast, guys. Give me a quick second. So I also change my channel real fast. So I don't want TV being on my YouTube cast, so let's just switch that to HDMI 3 real fast. Okay, guys. I'm gonna end my live me cast. Sorry, I have to get this on. I have to get this closer on the mind because it's not on my hands anymore. Okay, guys, I'm going to end my YouTube cast. No, I'm gonna end my live me cast first because it makes it end so fast. I'm gonna end the live me cast, guys. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna end the broadcast, guys. I'll see you guys on my next cast. Have a good night. Okay, guys, guess what? I just turned off. Let me just. Let me go turn my controls. Let me go turn my control, my Bluetooth on real fast. I have to go turn my Bluetooth settings on real fast. So I have to go try and fix something. I have to go fix one thing real fast. Okay, guys. So everything looks fine. When I disconnect my Bluetooth, my controller stays in the exact same spot. So my game's gonna be running all night. Player 1's gonna be collecting mines. Player 2 is going to be collecting cloaking devices. I'll see you guys tomorrow. This HDMI cable is glitching out a bit. But I'm gonna get to bed. It's 11:47. Gonna hop around some guest beams, check some broadcasts out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.